Good Monday morning, guys. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've been playing with this morning. I was going to make some sparkly things, and I thought, I've got several different products. I should do a comparison and see what is it that I really like the best, what's the most cost effective, is there really any difference between the products? And so I started pulling things out just to give things a try. Now, one of the things that most of us have in our crafting kit are these double-sided stick tapes. These are good when you're using them if all you need is the width that's here. But if you're going to put something on top of it, remember that sometimes you're going to end up with seaming in your end product. So yes, I've seen people do videos where they're doubling up and putting things side by side, but I still see the seam. That bothers me. So if you're like me and you want something that's seamless, then you move on to a product that's a little bit larger. Now here's the Sookwang double-sided sticky tape, and here's one that I cut out of this piece because this is a 6x6 tape. You don't get a lot out of one piece, and that kind of disappoints me too, just because of the sizing. Now you can see that a 6x6 on this package, which has 5 sheets in it, cost me $4.50. That's not bad, but I like to do a little bit better than that. So last fall, or maybe it was this spring, I was looking at a video online, and Ken Oliver had come out with this Stick-It. Now this is a product from the UK, so the size is a little bit different because it's 8 by 12 and a quarter, and that's just because their sizing of paper and things over there is a little bit different than it is here in the United States. That's okay. Look at all the product I get. I still get my 5 sheets, and this cost me $8. So I haven't done the math on it, but I'm thinking that, let's see, 1, 2, and all this excess over here. So yeah, I think I'm getting a pretty good deal with this Stick-It. So let's do a little comparison on what's going on with that. Now, one of the things that I've been doing lately is working with pieces like this, where you take a napkin and you take your cardstock. This is just, this actually was an old file folder, and I cut it down because I'm going to make a tag out of it. And this, the thing I like about this is it's real thin, so it goes through the die cut machine really well. It has creases here where you peel it off, so that's kind of nice, and I kind of start these before I lay things down just so that I can grab hold of something. Okay, and then I don't have to put the whole thing down at once. I can start at the top, line it up, and do a pretty good job of lining it up. And I've cut just a little bit excess because I want to make sure that I'm covering all the edges. And burnish it down. Okay, so now you can see I've got this piece on here, and I can trim this excess out. Now, if I want to, I can go, before I trim, I can go ahead and pick off this top piece. Okay, bifocals are failing me here, so let me get this up where I can see it. And this stuff is kind of like fly paper, so I will warn you in advance that it is very, 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 can't emphasize this enough, it's very sticky. Now, you probably want to do a better job than I'm doing here of burnishing that down. Make sure that you've got good contact, and then you're just going to peel it back, and you can see that flypaper thing happening because you see all of that stickiness. Get that edge real well, but we're just going to pull that back. And reveal all of that gooiness. Okay. Then I've got a piece. Now this is something really cool. This is out of Craft Shack, craftshack.com. It's KRAFTSHAAK.com. Has these cool mixed media kits, and one of the things in that mixed media kit was this napkin that had this rooster on it, and I just love this. So I'm going to make a tag, and I'm going to lay this down on here, line it up, and burnish it out. Okay, and then I would just pick this up and trim all of that out and put another layer of that sticky paper on top, which, okay, here's one I've got prepared where I've cut it down, got it all trimmed up. This is another tool, if you guys don't have one, I really like. It's a Crop-A-Dile corner chomper, and they come in different sizes and different designs, and it cuts like magic through everything, chipboard and everything. So if I want to say this is my corner and I want to cut that down, you just slide it in here and voila. So you end up with this really nice rounded corner, and that's what I did on this particular tag because I like that roundedness at the top. I can punch a hole in the middle. I don't have to buy pre-made tags because I've got all this excess stuff left over. Okay, so I've already applied the sticky underneath. I've got my napkin on there, and now I'm going to take the coating off of the top of this. Make sure you're lifting the top paper, not the napkin. Okay, so now I've got it started. And I probably should have burnished that a little bit better. And make sure we get all that stick on the paper and not coming up. Pretty good. Okay, so now let's talk about what I'm going to put on top of this. There are, and I like to use these little trays, and I usually use a dusting bag. Excuse my arm. This is just filled with cornstarch or talcum powder, and you use this so that you don't have all that static cling in your tray. So this one, I had used the Cool Diamond. This is a 1/2 ounce jar from Elizabeth Craft, and being a 1/2 ounce jar, I thought it was terribly expensive. It was $6.50. That's quite a bit, because I found this Sparkling Snow, same kind of stuff, semi-transparent, and it's at Sparkle and Sprinkle, and I think I found this when I went to a craft show. Anyway, they have free shipping on their site with a $25 order, and it has, this is an 8 ounce jar for $26.35, and their 1/2 ounce jar is $3.45. So I'm saying, well, if this is the same as that, this is my go-to product, right? So I'm going to put this on and see how we do with this particular product. And I like that I've got a nice big container because I can put it down and I can, whoops, I can burnish it around. Make sure that I get good contact all over this tag. up. And I need to make a mess. I'm going to dump the excess in here before I burnish it anymore. So all this can go right back in the jar. And you guys don't need to watch me do that, but anyway, you get the idea. So what I want to do now is make sure that I've got all of this down in real good contact. I'm getting any excess off. Okay, so wow, does that sparkle? Can you guys see that? That is just sparkly and beautiful. And I have to say, Elizabeth Craft, it's nice, it sparkles, but I think I like this one better, and it's cheaper. So there you go, guys. Just another one of those product things where you have to try it, see what you like. Now, one other thing I wanted to share with you is you don't necessarily have to glitter your paper all the time either. Here's another napkin where I had started with a napkin on a piece of card, and then I marked out on my base. I'm going to put this down on my base card, and then I'm going to layer up this. I just die cut out a circle here. I'm going to layer that up with this. Got another die cut. Going to layer up on there. And you can see you can make really pretty cards with those napkins. So try it out. I think you'll like it. Don't forget about these awesome ones from Heather over at the Craft Shack. And one of the other things I wanted to tell you about is these gunk and goo towel removers. Like, you know, we're working with this stuff, and sometimes, like I said, it's kind of like fly paper and it gets really sticky and you get stuff stuck to you. Well, this stuff removes all of that sticky stuff. Like, if you look at my nails right now, I've got sticky glue on them, and I use these to even clean my nails. So, and the thing I didn't like about them is you take the towelette out, you don't use it all up, it's still got moisture in there. So I might take this out and use it out of the package, but then you want to put it back in something. So here it is. I've saved these from when I've used them and just put them in a little Ziploc, you know, and by golly, they're going to clean you up pretty good. So just to let you know, you can save a few dollars that way because you're not tossing them every time you're using them, okay? So, hope I saved you a few bucks today. Happy crafting, and I'd like to see what you guys are making with napkins. Bye!